Hello guys, Susanna here. Well, I'm back again to continue on doing a little bit of stitching. I've sort of been busy in the background doing a few bits and pieces, and I've also gotten some nice happy mail that I got for myself, so I will show you them. Probably show you them first, and then I'm going to continue working on these. Here I'm going to Corinne's. So I've got this that I need to bring with me. So that's what's it called? The rice bag that I'm making. I've done 2 episodes on mine, but this is Corinne's one. So I might even continue working on that a little bit. And I'll do these when I go over to her place. I've done her base already. So and I might, I do need to work on that a little bit, because I was supposed to have this done. We can exchange it when we get there, and I'm there for 10 days, so I should get it finished there. But then I've got her retreat project, so maybe when I'm at her house and before and after, I'll be working on this. So, and this one is one for me. So I'm umming and ahhing whether I like that or not, but it unlike Corinne's piece that I've got, that's this fabric here. See that's a lot more sharper. So on hers I'm going to actually do probably put a bit of lace and and do the leaves. I might do the leaves like that. I think I quite like that, but it's a bit duller, and these were not that great. So I thought, I've had this massive yo-yo that I wanted to do something with, and the colours go, and this one's for me. So if there's parts that I'm not 100% sure on, that's Corinne's as well, it doesn't matter because it's mine. And so I'm going to get one from Corinne, and then I've got this one. But I recently got like Corinne shared that when she was with her gathered pieces, she was going to do stuff inspired by Sherry Iris, and I think I might have seen her on Instagram. I haven't really done seen her, and I'm like, oh, and I went on there and it's beautiful. And she does these beautiful gift boxes, Regency boxes, salvage box, all these boxes with stuff, and when you transfer it into Australian dollars, it's a fortune. It's absolute fortune. So I thought, I'm just going to get one, and £75 it is, and so that translating into Australian dollars, we can only imagine, because the pound compared to Australian dollars is terrible. But anyway, I thought I'll treat myself, and when you open it up, it smells divine, because she's got, if you could smell these, it's only a tea light. So I got the summer floral edit, something like that. It just smells so good. It's only a tea light, but it just smells so good. So I might be finding a little tea light holder and possibly putting that in there. You get a pattern of some sort that she does, and she shows that on her channel, and I think they're bullion roses, and then just maybe I'd say maybe lazy daisy, and then some French knots in the middle, and then French knots. So I might even stitch this up and put it in my gathered pieces, because this is something that I've gotten from her, and I wanted to check out her threads. I've already opened this one. Thought that would be nice. This looks like a wool, but I didn't order a wool, so whether she might have put the wrong one in, I don't know. I ordered skein, but it's almost like an Appleton wool. So maybe she ran out of the skein. So, but these are the colours, and this was the box pouch that she made, and I wanted to see the box pouch, they're pretty easy. So I always like to replace Oh, that smells so good. My little, these things, see the height, is that the height? I might make mine a little bit bigger with these because I think they're super easy to make. She makes these, and all it is basically a rectangle, like, or two squares. And I love the way she does where she puts bits of cloth and stuff together, so I might do that. I've got some fabrics just on the side here which I got from I've done a multiple splurge. Yeah, but they're just beautiful, and I thought they're they become circle almost. Yeah, but I thought a couple of these, so I've got that, I've got this one and the one I'm getting from Corinne, and I might make some more. So whether I stitch a little bit on these, that's one that Sherry has made, and that's what I like about her pack. She actually puts some of herself in there. This is a lavender pouch just made from this beautiful Liberty fabric, real summery. And then that was wrapped around the box. She gives you, what is this one? Yeah, the Floral Edit Summer Celebration. So, and then that's just this, and then she gave a little extras, which is a little handmade needle case, which I quite like. I might even add a little bit to that as well. And I actually need a needle case because I will show you. I have got this pin cushion. I don't know whether I told you this in the last video or not. If I have, I'm sorry. And I pulled out all of these, you can see on the side, out of there. Like, I just pushed in, they just went in and went in. I'm just going to use this as a pin cushion. I think I need to use an actual needle case. And I do have one somewhere, but this is nice and light and thin that I can just take. So I might, might even add a little pouch or something in there, or put a bit of, just, where are we? See, that works. Half of one of these, just add a little bit of something to it, just so that I can avoid burying. Yeah, see, I can even feel it, something in here. Look at that. Here's another one. They just dig in. It's terrible. So the best way to store your needles is in a needle pouch. So this was the extra. She said they put extra little surprises in, so that's the extra surprise. And I've got a Rose Hip Natural Caffeine Fairy. That smells nice. I know I'll have that. I haven't opened this yet, so I thought I'll open this with you. This is a French soap, and I think it might be rose. You sort of don't want to open it because it's so pretty. But so beautifully packed. So I'm just showing you this. I'm not encouraging you to go out and purchase it, because if you're in Australia, it's a lot of money. You can if you want to support her. Oh yeah, nice. Beautiful. Yeah. So, oh yum, that's beautiful. So I got that, the thread. So I might use these threads on the actual stitchery itself. That might be nice. I like these. I think they will work, the pinks. Yeah, and I'll just use these in somewhere else, but I just wanted to check out what her threads were like and just get something a little special. So there you go. That's my Sherry Iris box, and I wanted to check out these as well. And it's nice that I've got, this is a bit of Sherry, and same here. Nice. I might put that in my travel bag, and the soap. Oh, just so pretty. So that's my treat to me, and it's a treat, I can tell you. So, but I definitely want to be being inspired by Sherry to make one of her box pouches, using it. Oh, I love the way she uses up all her scrap fabrics and stuff. So that's something that I'll be doing. Now put that over here. I got this gorgeous lot from none other than Deb. I splurge every now and again with her, but this fabric here, I have got a special project to do, and I got it from Deb, and it's stunning. Like, it was a big one. This is the big part on the bottom, I think extra, but it's these beautiful small little ribbony flowers. And I've got this, my husband found this at his work, and I am going to incorporate a project which I am doing next year. I'm designing something, and then I'm going to stick that project on here, and I might have this as the background and have it like maybe do a quilt for my bed. I am doing a like subscription or just a block of the month. I've got 9 patterns on wildlife and flora. Yeah, wildlife and flora. I don't know whether I'm going to call it fauna or flora, but I kind of like wildlife and flora. We'll see how we go. But this is, it's so pretty. So I thought I'll put that in the middle, maybe have this as the background fabric for my quilt, and have this gorgeous piece as a centerpiece where I'm going to put all my little lovelies and bits and pieces. I'm hoping to have them printed out, a bit like that printed, you know, little printed out pieces, and it's be like a sort of a form of gathered pieces, or but I've done block of the month in the past before, so you know, I'm not copying anyone. I'm just going to do my own thing with my own design. So this was, see, these even go well with that, so I'll probably incorporating these into that project that I want to do. I want to make it like quite feminine. I like this. It's beautiful. I was thinking maybe making some stunning, just beautiful on both sides, isn't it? Probably make a really good one of these bags. Just cut it up. I'm hoping there would be enough. There should be 4. Look, enough to do 4 of them, maybe. Even if I have to do my own, yeah, that's enough to do 4, and I'll just have to make up my own base. I could probably sew a couple pieces together and have these, and then just have a nice box, or maybe even make a couple of the box ones, because I thought I want an easier way. I like this, but maybe I can make a couple of the little box pouches. You know, not stepping on anyone's toes, as they've been around for years. So yeah, nothing new under the sun. So I love this, and they all go really well together. It was like a bargain box, so they were a little bit cheaper, but still, because it's in England, it's never cheaper. But I saw this, and it's beautiful. So drill, and while I was there, I got this. It's a little bit thinner than what I'd hoped. I was hoping to stitch on. It's a French little girl's dress, quite fine. I might have to line it when I stitch it. It had a hole in it there. I just put my finger in it, but I didn't mind because I'm going to do embroidery over it. So that will be added to my other dresses and stuff that I've got there. So I've got that. I've also got this. Went to it looks like, you know, something they put Moses in. It's so nice. I really, just something got drawn to it, and I put a whole heap of, she had a whole heap of doilies, which I sort of bought a whole heap of, you know, just plain doilies that I like to add to kits and bits and pieces, which I'll add to this. That's at my Smythesdale antique shop, and I saw that and I just thought, oh, I love that. So I think that's going to get something done on the top. I don't know whether I will line it or not. Maybe something on the bottom. Looks like it needs something on the top. It looks a bit gross, but just some really nice, pretty fabric. I won't line the sides, but I might get the measurement from here and maybe just put a pretty fabric or something on there, and the main focus will be something that's on the top. I think that's so pretty. So I got that. Put this back over here. It's so pretty, so pretty. Love it. Also went to what is it? Reclaimed treasures on Reclaimed Textiles. I got this from my the Smythesdale antique shop as well. I thought it was really pretty because it's on an antique, but I might keep it like that. But I think the colours go really well with what I'm planning on that other thing. It's sort of, they're real soft, pretty colours. These go really well. I'm thinking, do I add this in there? Because it may work, maybe on the outsides. There was another one, but someone managed to snag it before. I thought 4 would have been ideal. Yeah, oh, aren't they gorgeous? It looks like, you know, the wedding quilt. Yeah, see how you go like that, where they do the wedding ring quilt. But the colours and the fabrics and everything are so pretty. And it's all hand stitched. So this is the beautiful stuff that you can get on the Reclaimed Textiles. Yeah, see, wedding quilt. So I might put that in there. And then there was this other one. I'm waiting for another. It's a trouble. I'd gone off Instagram, and because you're buying all this stuff, this looks so much prettier in real life than it did on the pictures. Like it's sort of, the background almost looked cream, whereas when I got it, it's pink and it just yummy. And yeah, how beautiful does it go? And I managed to replenish my yo-yos. These are all the ones I got there. I just unpicked them yesterday. That's all my new ones. So how good do they go? Like pretty. Love that one. Yeah, they tend to cut them off. They were stuck together, so the ones that were stuck together I managed to unpick. I always unpick it with an unpicker. I don't like the way they get cut off, but I think, you know, when you've got such big things and you're selling them, that's what they have to do. I try and unpick mine. I've just sold the last lot of my yo-yos that I had from that big quilt that I had. So they're all gone. Yeah, but they're easy to make. Like, just get yourself, even, you know, I've got these, you just different size yo-yos that you do a circle and make vintage yo-yos like this. If I made this, it would be classed as a vintage yo-yo because it's vintage fabric. So yo-yo's made with vintage fabric because the fabric's vintage. So that is absolutely gorgeous. And then what else have I got? Oh, I bought this too. I thought, stunning. You may not see it all. It's a frame and it's made out of wood, and I thought, you know, I do so much gorgeous work. I'm wondering whether my my what's the name will fit in there. The one that the Roxy's Journal thing, it might be too small. Because it's gorgeous. I wouldn't mind, you know, maybe painting it white and then taking it off and sort of sanding it a little bit. I could probably almost even, you know, paint some of the hearts. I don't know, or just keep it as is and just polish it up. Just beautiful. You probably can't see all of it, so it's quite a big one. So I may check whether my Journal of Stitchery Still Life project may go in there. Might. I'll have some of the edges capped off, maybe some of the window or whatever, as long as the main bits go in there. Okay, so I think that's it. Giving you a bit of sneak peek into the world of what I'm doing. I'm currently working on a project that I'm going to have a workshop for in November. It's a Christmas project, using that beautiful damask fabric. Yeah, so I'll show you when I get back home. I'm currently stitching it, It's taking longer than I thought, unfortunately, but you know, I wanted it to make it look beautiful, so I thought it's the 1st and the 2nd of November, and so that you'll have enough time between then and Christmas to put it together. So I've even had to go back to Gales because I've got some of the threads from Gales Patchwork and say, we need more green. They had run out. I hadn't finished halfway, and I'm like, I think they're going to need another lot of thread. So I've got 4 colours in threads. People will bring their own thread box as well. My friend Melinda Lapworth is doing one, and she's going to do a bit of a different colourway, but you get the threads to make the colourway that I'm doing. So yeah, only 16 places. Oh my goodness. Well, that's annoying. I'll have to go back in there and try and unpick that. Yeah, so I am going to start working on this. So what do you think, peeps? What about, oh yeah, I've stitched around there, like I drew around there, and I was going to do some stitching. What about if we use this colour? I think that'd be nice. It'll give it the outside look that we need. This I'll do a bit later. Got all these threads everywhere, but I definitely wouldn't mind. Looks like I've got that thread on there. I'm continuing to work on here. Now, am I going to finish that off? I think so. And then I'm going to use some of this. There's my base. So at least that's done. Looking forward to doing that. I really love that. And I'm putting the yo-yos on here to sort of help balance that one. And then I'm going to do some blues. That's probably why I've got this colour out. And that, but I will continue to work on this one because I've already started, so I better be good. And I've also got, so yeah, here we go, the purples and blues, and I've got a little bit of green. These are the bits and pieces I want to stick on my piece, and this as well because it goes really well. Got that from where did I get that? I got that from the market. No, in Melbourne, when I went to Melbourne to the Stitches and Craft show, or the Stitches show. Oh, that's so annoying because it's such a good needle. We'll just put it aside and grab another needle, and we'll work with this one. Oh, I was going to finish off that green, wasn't I? Yes, because it is finished. Okay, so there you go. Bit of insight to what I'm doing. I just want to finish off things and just do things a little bit differently for my channel. Like it's still the same, but wanting to, you know, do things, change it up a little bit to suit myself. I can't keep up with the Joneses. Like I can't always be doing other people's projects. Like I love the rock. Every time I say, oh no, I won't do it this year, they always come up with a really good one. So they gather pieces one I've got, and that at least it's going to be on, you know, the single bed that is going to be in this room. So you know, it's not, you know, not going to be something, and it's like it's not going to be wasted in other words. Not that any stitching is ever wasted, but you've got your own channel. You do want to sort of work in with the community, and I adore Rachel and Sarah. They are beautiful, and I consider them, you know, good friends. And you sort of want to do some stuff with them, but I want to do my own channel as well. And they would probably get that. What the heck is that? Something on here. Bit of fluff. Oh, it might be the soap. It smells smells nice. Better smelling nice than being something awful. Yeah, so yeah, definitely want to do gathered pieces, but it's something that I'm going to be doing over the 6 months, just like I did with the you know, they're still alive, and it's basically done. I've just got to finish off a couple of flowers and leaves, and now I've got that frame. I'm like, maybe I might put it in there. So I'm going to have to get a some sort of backing, maybe a bit of wood. Okay, we'll start and have a look. I really hope it does fit. If not, doesn't matter. I just thought it was beautiful, and it would be nice to stick a nice project in there. So we are going to do probably a stem stitch, and I'll use some wool on this. I'll probably finish this when I get back home. And you know, mate, I just need to organise my space and my, you know, and my time, and you know, rejig my life. It'd still be doing, you know, Susanna's stuff, but I want to focus on doing stuff that's going, you know, you do things that you love, and I love designing. You know, I love the designs that I've done for the retreats, you know, the houses. Well, actually, I just sold the last house. The house, you know, all the houses. I had 200 of all of them printed off, and I've just sold the last one. I mean, and that was in 2024. Yeah. And I've only got 4 of the Nature's Treasures left, and I think I only had 100 of them. I thought I'm not going to do as many. Yeah, so that's it as well. Actually, while I'm here, I'll give you a reminder. My sale is on until the 24th of June. So you just put this in the checkout. So if you were wanting to get, you know, there's some really nice fabrics, really nice kits with beautiful fabrics. I've still got my last one of the, you know, I've got one left of the pink gathered pieces packs, and I think maybe 5 or 7 of the cream. That's beautiful. It's got all these beautiful, you know, these sort of type stuff in there, gorgeous, and you know, like in the creams and a beautiful embroidered piece there, and my yo-yos, like, so yeah, they're pretty good. So you just put this code in at checkout and you will get 30% off everything, and that's only for a week. And I'm doing it now, you know, end of financial year sale, in the hope that, you know, in July I'll be able to put some other bits and pieces on. I'm going to be putting the workshop on, which will be good. I'm hoping that'll be something I'm working on in the background. I'll be doing that tomorrow. My friend Mel is coming over, and she started working on it last Friday. She comes over every Friday, and she's going to be working on it. And yeah, so it's beautiful, and you get everything. You get all the beads and the skeins. Well, the 4 skeins, 5 now because I've had to get more, that you get will be the one if you want to make it like mine. So regardless, you get those skeins anyway. So, oh, speaking of skeins, I'm currently working on the process of doing a wholesale, you know, like be a stock lister of Garden Cottage Threads, which is a place in Victoria, in Gippsland. I know that other places have worked with them, and they do their own, like they pick their colours that they like, and they put their brand on there, which I think, I don't mind, you know, just using their, I'll see how I go. So I've contacted them and filled in their wholesalers form thing, but I am going to be with each of the new patterns that I'm currently making, I'm going to have 2 skeins in with that, and you know, you'll be getting a pattern and 2 skeins of the cottage thread to go with that design. And you know, over the time, I've got 9 of them, so you'll end up with 18 of these gorgeous cotton threads. And I'm going to try and put in some fabrics in there as well to match the you know, that design. So it's a passion of all the things that I love. Like, that's, you know, I mean, I'm inspired by nature, like a lot of people are, like, you know, Sherry Iris and even the Roxy girls and Deb from Doll's House Vintage. But you know, like I did with my Nature's Treasures, I'm inspired by nature, and I just, you know, love little bunnies, and I love lavender, and I love rosemary, and you know, so I want to do sort of like, you know, flora and fauna, the things that I love about nature, because so this is a real reflection of me in this patterns that I'm going to be doing. So I'm hoping that I am going to be doing all this and get it ready for next year, to do it as a, you know, like a subscription of sorts. I'll have a limited amount, yeah, because, and I'm not selling the PDFs. They're actually going to be, I'm hoping to print them onto the fabric. If I can't, I'll send out the patterns with the actual, you know, fabric, and you know, like a hard copy of a pattern like that. See, this is some of the from something else that I was drawing. You know, you'll get a hard copy pattern, but I am looking into printing it off, because I think it is easier and, you know, a bit more of a professional look. So yeah, I think it'll be quite nice, and I'm pretty excited about it. But I'm still in the, I've got the rough outline of what I want to do, and yeah, and, you know, my own drawings, which it was really nice to spend a good day the other day doing some rough outlines, and it's just nice to get back to doing drawing again. Okay, because I mean, I used to be an art channel. That was my first thing that I did, 2017. I might go up here, was an art channel, and did art journaling, and then I went into journaling. But my passion really is, I love stitching, and I love incorporating my stitching and artworks into my own designs, which I can share with you. And want to make it a little bit more productive, and you know, sort of simplify things, you know, make sure my desk is clean, just tidy up my videos and my life. You know, I may only do a couple of videos a week. We'll see how we go. So I might do work on something for myself, like have one of the videos where I'm working on this the project that I'm, you know, the wildlife and flora, and then on another video work on something that I'm working on with the community, like you know, the Roxy's Journal of Stitchery, because yeah, I love this community. I want to be part of it, and you know, they're fabulous girls, and I will do the odd video here and there going, oh, you know, stitching with Sue's view, catching up on some of the things that I have stitched on in over time and showing you where I'm at. Like, I've basically done everything on my jacket. I just need to put the jacket together. So, and I've got a million one other things that I've done in the background, and I've just, you know, feel like I've let myself down and you down by not finishing them, and it's just a lot of pressure to finish. And I mean, I wish I was a bit more like Corinne. She's such a fast stitcher, and she finishes what she starts. But she's had to make herself as well. We've all got projects that, you know, we don't finish. So, yeah. So there you go. So that's sort of a bit of an idea, because this year was supposed to be the year of finishing stuff, and I just, if anything, I've done more projects like this. Because I'm making one for Corinne. I thought, oh, well, I might as well make one for myself, and not enough hours in the day. So, yeah. And I want to be able to, you know, do the shop, which is connected to this, my channel, and, you know, Vintage Blend Studio shop. Curate, that's hard to say, beautiful pieces that that I can share with you and that I have in the shop. I'd like to make like little snippet packs where I just have bits and pieces of fabrics, you know, like I'm doing a project and I, you know, that all go together, and just make it a little cheaper, and try, if I have it and it's just flat, just enough for slow stitching, I might be able to put it in a envelope where it's a bit cheaper, and I can do it with a stamp rather than, because postage is ridiculous. And I mean, we are one of the cheaper countries compared to anywhere else, but it's still, you know, like the exchange rate, if you're buying from England, it's a bargain for you guys over here, because it exchange rate includes the postage as well. So if my postage is $21, well, that would be £10 or less, because it's like 45 or 48 pence to our dollar. It's crazy. It's just crazy. So fantastic for the English. If you buy here, you get pretty cheap. So, and even in America, like the exchange rate in Canada, they're all doing better than we are. I don't know why. I think because we're just so far away. We keep our costs down so that people, I think this might be a government thing, that they keep the costs down so people will buy from overseas. So, but it just makes it really hard when we want to buy stuff. Like, I love buying stuff from England. It's just my cup of tea. Like, love that English stuff, but it costs me so much more than it would for anybody else. Okay, but I'm just like, oh well, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Like that bit of fabric that I showed you. I don't want to tell you how much that cost me, but you don't mind, because it's going to be for something really special that I'm going to be putting on my bed. So I'm going to be, you know, making, I think I might make a quilt cover rather than a, because I've got a king size quilt on a queen bed. We did for years and years. I've got all these queen size quilt covers. I've got some beautiful ones which I might even cut up into fabric, because I've now got a king size quilt and I need to get some other quilt covers, which is just so sad, isn't it? So I might even not bother, because I'd say that's where I'm going to be stitching, so we won't bother with that. Yeah. Yeah. You've got Chatty Sue's today. Don't know how long this video is going to be for, but yeah, if you want to grab yourself some bargains and help me to move on some stock and reevaluate what I'm going to be having on my store, rather than just random bits and pieces. I really want to have a proper, so okay, you know, when I go to Vintage Blend Studio, this is what I know I'm going to get, which will still include you know, vintage fabrics. But I think, you know, unless someone wants something in particular, I'd like to make like little small packs that can be a little bit more affordable, and we don't need big pieces, to be honest. And vintagey stuff is harder to find, so that's, you know, another reason why, you know, maybe smaller pieces, more of smaller pieces, and that we can fit, and then still have the odd tablecloth and, you know, like vintage stuff that you can actually base stuff to sew on. Okay, well, I think we need to go, I don't know if I want to do too much more in that, maybe here, because I like the colours the way they are, like I like that. Yeah, because if I keep doing too much, I'll be here for a month of Sundays, eh? And never get this box finished. So might do a little bit more stitching. It was nice using this, really like that. That's that nice stuff I got from the Stitches and Craft Show. So yeah, well, that's enough of me yabbering. I thought I'd better hop on and just do a bit of stitching and saying hello and just letting you know what's happening in my life and why I haven't been doing as many filming. I've just been really busy in the background, so you know, designing and yeah, all that kind of stuff. So getting ready to go to Sydney to see my niece, and then to Korea, and that'll be on the 28th of June. I'm leaving to go to Sydney, so, and I'll get to go to the sewing basket. Ooh, that'd be nice. Okay, guys, I will catch you later. Yeah, 41 minutes. Yabby. Yeah, and I'll catch you later, and I'll, you know, continue working on this in the background and designing, which I'll be doing tomorrow. And yeah, I'll catch you later. Thank you very much for watching, and I really appreciate you guys supporting my website, and I really appreciate it, and love you guys. You know, I'm really grateful for all you subbies, and, you know, doing this sewing with you. Okay, I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.